Hello everybody and welcome to this Let's Play. Today I'm joined by Duncan from Rebellion Unplugged, who's going to be teaching myself and Shay how to play Joyride. So first things first, what is Joyride, Duncan?
So Joyride is a tactical racing game that has variable track layouts and driver abilities, and it's going to be on Kickstarter in August. We've got two different sets. We've got Survival of the Fastest, which is our 4-player set. We've got another set called Duel, which is a dedicated 2-player set. And one of the nice things about the two is each comes with unique boards and unique cars and unique items, but they're all absolutely cross-compatible. So to teach you the game today, we're going to use some of the items and the cars from the 4-player set on one of the boards from the 2-player set.
Okay, that's nice. So we should be able to expand and mix and match as much as your heart's content within the various box sets.
Yeah, absolutely. So each copy of the game comes with the full rule book, obviously, but separately comes with a race guide, which gives you a full breakdown of all of the unique driver abilities that come with the cars in that set, all of the unique items that come in that box, and also comes with a set of, I think it's 10-ish, different track layouts for each different location. So each side of the board has a different location, and each track layout gives a different suggested placement at the starting line, the different gates and the different starting items, and then gives a list of different suggested course layouts by different player counts, different levels of experience, different play times, that kind of thing.
Okay. So I know at the moment we're playing two cars that are evenly set up, but there is an asymmetric option as well.
So each car comes with 2 sets of abilities. They've got a set of standard abilities, which will allow for a perfectly even game. So you've got Gearmaster, Handbrake Turn, Precision Driving. Each car also comes with a set of abilities that's unique to that car. So what we usually recommend is if anybody's unfamiliar with the game, and everybody's standard abilities, they're both great fun, but also kind of intuitive, easy to know how to use well. And then once everybody's a bit more experienced, you can start getting a little more technical with the variable player abilities after that then.
Okay. So we're ready to get started. What is the setup here? What are we attempting to do in this little raceway?
Talk you through it quickly. We've already set up all of the starting setup, but why don't we reset these and do the very last part of setup again, just to illustrate how some of the mechanics work.
Okay.
So Joyride's a racing game. In this particular track layout, you're going to go for 2 laps. You're going to start in the starting line here, move through each of the gates in order. So this one, we've got 1, 2, 3, and then back across the starting line. First one to cross the starting line after 2 laps immediately wins the game.
Okay.
You have to move through these checkpoints in order before you can complete a lap. What direction you're coming from absolutely does not matter. Get any part of your car onto the line between 2 gates, and that counts.
Okay.
I say any part of your car because each car is 2 hexes long. And when you're moving, you're going to be moving basically from the front of your car and moving the back of your car into the space the front of your car is moving out of. And when you steer to change direction, it's going to be at the start of one of the 2 movements on your turn.
Okay.
And you simply just change your line and move that many spaces in that direction.
Okay.
So on your turn, you're going to first start with some dice left over on your dashboard. So let's use this one here. So you've got a 1 and a 2. You're going to choose which of those dice you want to lock. Let's say you're going to lock both and move exactly that many spaces. So in this case, you move 3 spaces. So let's say for the sake of argument, we're here. We would lock 3. You decide you want to go for this checkpoint, so you're not going to steer yet. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. Then the next step is you just shift up or down. So we're going to shift up into 3rd gear, add a die to our mirror. And then the next step after that is roll, where you pick up whatever's on your mirror, chuck your dice, and move that many spaces. Now, because I haven't yet steered, and I use steer instead of turn because turn and turn would get very confusing very quickly, I can now steer and move 1, 2 spaces. That'll be the end of my turn. Go over to Shay then.
Okay.
After the end of a round, when everybody's taken their turn, you're going to look at the initiative track here. And anybody who's in a higher gear than somebody ahead of them on the initiative track will move ahead. And that sets the turn order then for the next round.
Okay.
So if you're in a lower gear and suddenly shift up ahead of somebody else, you might have an opportunity to take 2 turns before they take their next one. But as a consequence, you have to move the full distance on any dice you roll. And if you run into any of these barriers, you're going to have a bad time.
Okay. Nobody wants a bad time.
No.
So,
Shay might want a bad time. Looking at the face of him.
I'm going to make sure you have a bad time.
Par for the course, really, there.
So what we've got on your dashboards, you've got your 5 gears, your locked dice slots, and these item slots. You'll notice some of these have these red dashed outlines around them.
Mm-hmm.
That's where damage goes. So if you take damage due to a crash or anything like that, or a mine, you permanently block off part of your dashboard. And that permanently limits access to parts of your abilities for the rest of the game. So damage to your gears limits your max speed.
Mm-hmm.
Damage to your locked dice slots limits your control. Damage to your items limits your chances for revenge. So the items we're going to use in this particular game, we've got the mine, the oil slick, and the nitro.
Mm-hmm.
The mine and the oil slick are both dropped items, so they stay permanently on the board until something removes them. The mine explodes when someone drives over it, and the oil slick forces somebody to immediately steer. The obvious use of the oil slick is to ruin somebody's day coming behind you by messing up their line, but also if you drop it somewhere where you can line yourself up on the start of the next lap, you can hit it at speed and steer halfway through a movement which you couldn't otherwise do.
Use it to skid round.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The nitro then allows you to add the nitro die to your roll. Your standard dice are all 1, 2, 3s.
Mm-hmm.
The nitro die is 2, 3, 4 explode. And if you roll the explode, you just move your standard movement and then the front of your car explodes.
Good.
So far, so clean.
Excellent.
So the abilities will speak for themselves, but briefly, Handbrake Turn allows you to take a sharper corner. Gearmaster allows you to gear up or down an extra gear.
Mm-hmm.
And Precision Driving allows you to change the value of one of your locked dice ahead of making a move. And the only other important thing to note before we start to play is collisions, because that is the absolute key element of the game. Let's say this car is coming along here and about to make a turn down this direction. And the red car is coming up along here beside them and has a move of 4. And they will move 1, 2, 3, hit this car on the side, 4, rotate them out of the way. So suddenly this car is pointing in the absolute wrong direction. And if they're in a high gear thinking they can just lock something and nip down here, they're going to have a bad time.
Yeah. All of a sudden they go flying off.
If you rear end, both cars move, but they move at half speed. And if you hit somebody head on, the car you're hitting gets to decide whether it counts as a rear end, but they just move backwards, or it counts as a pileup. If a pileup happens, both cars or all cars involved, if there's more than 2 racers, immediately take 1 damage and drop a gear, and the active player ends their turn. A pileup also happens if for some reason you can't rotate somebody out of the way due to a barrier, or if there's another car in the way. So
All right.
that's us. We've set the track up according to the track layout. So we've got our starting line, gate 1, 2, 3. Gates 1 and 2 have the item side active. So when you cross these gates as part of a lap, you pick up an item. And also there's a handful of these items face down on the board, which are mostly baked to try and get you to take a wrong line. But the final part of setup is randomizing the initiative and placing the cars. So let's say the tail car is going to go second. Can you place that with the front of your car on any part of the starting line here, pointing this way? So the direction the cars have to be pointing is specified in the track layout.
All right.
Perfect.
Oh, that.
Red is next.
Cool.
This is yours.
My go, right? Let's go there.
Correct. You've already made a huge mistake.
It's my favorite part.
So next part of setup then, you're both in second gear. Take 2 of your dice and roll them simultaneously, please, and move your car that many spaces in a straight line.
Oh, that's not good.
5 for Gerald.
5, that's a bit high. Go on ahead.
4.
4.
Not quite as bad.
Do these lock in or?
So those go on your mirror.
Okay.
And move your car that many spaces.
And they stay in that value as well?
They stay in that value, yeah. So anytime you are rolling dice, you have to keep their value and then move back onto your mirror at the end of your turn.
1, 2, 3, and 4.
Right. So red's at the top of the initiative. This is first round. So red will go first. The values you just rolled are the values on your mirror. So those are your options for locking.
Yep.
And you're off.
Awesome. Let's do it then. Right. Bit of locking. I'm going to go for...
You don't have to lock both dice in either.
I know.
You don't have to lock any dice in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just go for the 1,
Okay.
I think. Let's go for locking 1. Then I get shift.
So you have to.
Oh, sorry, yes, I have to move first.
The 1 then.
That would be correct. Move to there.
Mm-hmm.
Then I can steer as well.
So you would steer for the first movement of your turn. So if you wanted to, you could move like this, but you'd be moving him in the direction he wants to be moved. So actually, if you want to just nudge forward and spike him, that's not a bad shout.
That's exactly what I would do.
Terrible. Absolutely terrible. No friends here.
No, there's never any friends in this room, Gerry. You know that.
No, well, that is true.
Right, yep. So that is me locked.
So now
moved.
Shift. So
I
you
can
can
shift.
shift up or down a gear to add a die or remove a die if you want.
Let's go up to 3rd gear.
Perfect.
Why
So you're
not?
gonna take one of the dice from your pool, put it in your mirror, and then you're into roll.
Awesome. Then I get to roll
Yep.
both of these.
Yep.
Let's see what we get. Same again, 3 and 1.
And now you have your roll moves. You have to move 4 spaces.
Have to move
what
4
it doesn't
spaces.
necessarily communicate. Get to steer once at the start of either your locked move or your rolled move. The only exception being if you're in 2nd gear, you get to do it at the start of both.
Okay. So I can move now at the moment. Or sorry, yes.
And when you turn, you don't turn from the back.
Yeah. So the front of the car would move here.
Oh, yeah,
The back
sorry.
of the car then moves into the space. The front
Moves
moves
into the space, yep.
So it's 1,
Awesome.
and then the rest of
Then I have
3.
4 move. Sorry,
2,
3, 1, 2, and 3.
Done.
Awesome.
Look at you. How close are you to where you want to be?
I didn't make a mistake. It was all planned.
Yeah,
I
it's all
swear.
planned.
It wasn't planned.
Very annoying is what it is. Right, okay. And then that's the end of your turn, so you aren't doing anything clever then. Or
No.
do you return
At
your
the end of your turn, yeah, all your dice just can move back to your mirror, keeping their values. And that's that.
Awesome.
smashing? Right, time for me to kick off, I suppose. So I have a potential of 5 or none at all. I think I'm going to go for the full 5 into the locked. And I will turn right at the start. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there.
Immediately got an item.
And I
You're
get
on that
an
checkpoint.
item. Oh, delightful.
Please don't be an item that blows me up.
My item is a little oil slick.
Yep.
And I just choose one of those to go into.
Yep.
Right. That's good. Now, shifting.
Not to be a backseat driver, no pun intended. You can shift up,
Yes.
but you've already steered. So if you shift up into third,
yeah.
you're going to have to keep moving in a straight line up here. So if I was you, I'd probably sit tight.
Skip the shifting. Yeah. Added to which, you can't shift down unless you have a dice to discard from your mirror as well.
Exactly,
And since
yeah,
I have
yeah.
none left there, I couldn't actually shift down. Second is a good place to be though, because it allows more maneuverability when cornering anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So I won't shift. I'll just return them to there, and that's the end of our first turn. We can just plough straight into the next one then.
Initiative stays the same because red is in third and teal is in second,
Yep.
and you're off.
That means I'm faster than you, Gerry.
It does.
And in a
mean-
race, that means I'm better.
Well, you know, I wouldn't necessarily say better. There's a big wall coming up, matey boy.
Oh, it's fine. They're
Yeah, yeah.
dodgeable, I think.
It's almost like I've set us up for a hairpin turn right out the gate.
Yeah.
Just to see who immediately wants to make a mistake.
He's the evil one this time. It's not me.
There had to be one in the room. Could it be all of us?
Right, okay. So, I get to lock a dice, or lock as many dice as I like. I don't want to be moving very far. I don't think. I'm just going to lock one of them again this time, I think. So I'm going to move one.
Perfect. And you
Try and
immediately
knock
grab an
everything.
item then.
Yes, I do. Let's see what we get. Please be an explosive. Oh, it's an oil slick. Ah, well. That's all right. It'll come in handy.
I did shuffle these, but sure.
So I've moved. Haven't steered. I'm going to go into shift. I think I might shift down in a second because that's quite a tasty.
It's very dull.
It's a tasty turn. I know, Gerry, but I mean, I can't rear end you here. Like, we're side by side.
Yeah.
as much as I would love to turn right and just have you go somewhere else.
Sideswipe me into a wall.
Oh, it'd be fantastic. But we're only on lap 1.
Calm yourself, Hamilton.
we're actually doing Silverstone at the moment, yeah. So I spend 1 dice to shift down 1.
So you shift down, move this down to second, and just remove 1 dice. So the number of dice on your dashboard is always equal to whatever gear you're in. Then.
Awesome. Right.
You can choose which one. So if you've got the 3 there,
the reason the shift happens halfway through is because you lock before you shift. So there's never any. It doesn't really matter which one you remove in that case because you're going to have to roll whatever's left anyway. Yeah.
Okay. Right. So I shifted down 1, and now I get to roll.
Yep.
So I get to roll.
Not only do you get to roll, you have to roll.
Have to roll. Okay. I have to roll. This one.
Yep.
On my dashboard. Right. Let's give that a go.
Get a 3.
Oh.
Get a 3. It looks like a 3.
I got a 3, Jerry.
It does have a whack 3 off it, doesn't it?
Yep. Okay. Right.
Turn, yes, that's good. It means,
yes.
It means there's a whole other level of barrier that you'll be hitting there in a moment.
Because I'm in second, do I get to turn?
Yep.
Start and end?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, you haven't turned yet anyway, so you'd be able to turn now regardless. But yes, specifically yes. Yeah. So when I say start and end, you get to turn at the start of both moves. So you always turn at the start of a move.
Right.
So in second, you can turn at the start of your locked move and your rolled move.
Right. Okay.
But you don't get to turn twice at the start of one of them.
Right. I think I'm going into a wall no matter what I do here.
You can end up here, which is probably not a great idea, but you get an extra thing. You can end up here and maybe gear down to reverse in your next turn.
Mm-hmm.
You can reverse in first. Or you can just turn this way and drive yourself into a wall for no reason. So it's really up to you.
It's true. You would drive me. you would knock me out of whack as well, though, doing it that way.
Would he? Would he be helping you?
I didn't say he'd be helping me. I just said he'd be knocking me. I've already hit the first gate. I don't care now.
So if I turn right,
yes,
will Gerry also turn right with me?
So if you were to turn this way, it'd go like that. And
perfect.
Then you go 2 and smash into the wall here.
Fantastic.
Is that
fantastic? That's over?
Yes.
All right. That's a smash.
Yep.
You're going to shift down to 0, lose all your dice, and take a damage.
Take a damage, right, where I'm putting this.
And now, normally, the way damage works on your turn is that you'd assign it at the end of your turn, but because you've smashed, you immediately move to the end of your turn anyway. So, wherever you put it, either you're going to permanently limit 5th, permanently limit your items, or permanently limit your locked dice slots. Now, this is a tight enough board. The likelihood is you probably won't get into 5th on this particular layout.
Yeah.
But up to yourself, whatever.
Let's get rid of 5th.
Never float your boat.
I don't need speed anyway.
Whatever crashes your car.
Ignore what I said last turn.
Speed and power. We learned this from Messer Clarkson.
Damn it.
Right. Done. You've done as much damage as you can to your own car.
To me, yes.
Excellent. That's what I like to hear. Okay. Right. Where's 2? 2 way over there. That's all right.
Yeah, 2 is here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can make it to 2, probably.
Well, if you want to burn the handbrake straight away, you can make it to 2 in a straight line now.
Oh, because I can execute on both lock and roll.
For everyone at home, the way the handbrake turn works, on a normal move, you'd be moving up this way. On a normal turn, you'd be moving this way. On a handbrake turn, you'd be moving on this line down here.
Yeah, I think I will lock in. And these little pips show when in the turn sequence you can activate handbrake turn as well. So
indicator lights
I can have on lock and on the roll section. So I'll just go ahead and flip that to show it's been activated. And then we'll just go, not my usual turn, this much nicer turn.
You always move the front. And the back moves to where the front was, so it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 to there. Oh, that's not a bad start. And then I feel a shift coming. When can I drop an oil slick? Asking for a friend.
So you can drop an oil slick at any point in your turn unless you're mid-movement. So to simplify it a bit, if you're in start, shift, or end, you can drop any dropped items.
Okay. So I could go ahead and drop one now.
You're very good, yeah.
And I could drop it into any of these 3 rear axes. Yeah. I mean, that one looks terrible Oh, that could be like the worst place to put it.
That's all right, Jerry. I just won't go in that hex.
Yeah, that's fine. Don't worry. I might go with that hex later. Don't worry about
Hello?
it. So shifting then. I will shift up 1. Boop. And then I will add that. Oh, another massive 1. I'll take it. One's better than none. Creeping forward.
How is it not being in a wall?
Not being in a wall is great.
Is it?
Oh man.
I think you should try it. It's actually really good fun.
It's interesting, is it?
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah.
No, you're okay.
So,
I see you've been to Pete's driving school.
You're in third.
I'm in third.
So you're going to move up in the initiative. And now you're going to take the first turn at the start of the next round.
Oh, that all sounds magical. Absolutely magical. So I've got 3 of the finest dice, a 1, 2, and a 3 in there. Now, questions abound. I need to get through here and around this, potentially, before handbraking turning is gone, unfortunately, but you can't have everything. So I think I will lock in 1, he said in a high questioning voice. No, lock in at 2. Yeah, lock in at 2. And I'm just going to go bump to there with my singular. And then in my shift, I will roll 2 of these. Even Stevens. So if I'm turning, that will be 1, 2, 3, 4.
Awfully close to a wall there, Jerry. I think you should just keep going.
No, you're quite all right.
Damn it.
I quite like where I am right now, and not in a wall as being great to me. That's the end of my go.
Right.
Awesome.
Shifting
Team
one.
Hubris.
Yes. Team Pete. Whiskey Pete's driving school. That's all that matters. So, since I'm in a wall, what can I do?
You don't have any dice to lock, so you just skip your lock move.
Uh-huh.
You can shift up. If you want, you can use your Gearmaster to shift up twice, but...
Back into a wall, yep.
So, where are you? Yeah, shift up to first, add the 1 die to your mirror, and then just see how you get on before you decide. So, in first, if you're rolling, you can reverse, and you can see what the result of your roll is before you decide whether or not you want to move forwards or in reverse. So, where are you? I just roll it, see how you get on, and kind of go from there.
Awesome. 2. Right. I think I'm probably better off reversing.
I imagine so.
Can I still steer in reverse?
You can, yeah.
Can
so
still steer
for
in
reverse, you just treat the back of your car like it's the front of your car for 1 turn. So you could just move down this way and let yourself up.
I think that is probably the best idea. And then 1 more. Awesome.
Excellent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shifting and no change to the initiative.
Initiative and we're off.
Okay, game on. Right, I have all the 2s. I think I'm going to be locking one of those 2s in. Yeah, because anything else would be just madness. Absolute madness. So I'll lock a singular in. I'm going to stay in 3rd gear because that could be amusing, I feel.
We're here for a fun time, Jerry, not a long time.
Very much so. So I'll go 1, 2 to there. And then I'll see if I can smash myself into a wall.
Yes! One of us.
You're going to stay in 3rd?
I might do.
All right.
No, I probably won't. Actually, I'll probably shift down 1 because I'm a coward. But
speed and power, Jerry, come on.
Speed and power. But precision is also key.
Yeah.
Oh, 1. There we go.
Lucky boy.
I'm saving myself for more damage later on, probably. But
now, because you're in 2nd, you can steer again now if you want.
I'd have to steer before, so I would go to there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And that leaves me set up beautifully for the 3rd gate. Shay.
Must be
Just
nice.
say. Not being in a wall has been one of the best decisions I've made. I'm just saying. You should try it. Try not being in a wall.
I don't know. I'm not a fan. I don't like change. I like being in a wall.
That's, end of my turn. And I was going to say, even having shifted down to 2, I'm still faster than you. So my initiative is still staying on top on that tracker.
You'd only switch the initiative at the end of the round, so
Yeah.
it's actually Shay's turn.
Oh, of course,
now.
'cause he's-
Ha ha ha. It's
Go
my
on
time
then.
to shine. Right. I've only got 1 dice still. I don't have a choice in that. So I'm just going to lock it.
Yep.
And move 2. Turn before you move?
So the first space of the movement is the turn.
It's your turn.
Okay, so I'm going to go. I'm going to choose forward.
1,
And then
2. Perfect.
See, Jerry, I told you I'm just not going to go on that hex
Yep.
with the oil. It's just
Fine.
it's not that hard. Shift. I'm going to go up. Believe it or not, yeah,
You have
that's
your
what I would do.
Gearmaster if you want. I'm not necessarily pushing for it, but you have a nice open straight in front of you.
That is a very good. That's a very. Yeah, okay. Let's go for the Gearmaster. I'll shift up an extra 1. So I will. I thought we were going to save those. Jerry used his handbrake. I was like, well, never mind then. So I get up to 3rd,
Perfect.
and I get 2 dice this time then.
Yep.
Awesome. 3. Could be worse. Could be better.
Could be,
You could be stuck in a wall.
Could be stuck on a wall. I'm going to go 1, 2, and 3.
You missed my oil slick.
I know.
What's the point
I told
of
you.
putting it there if you're not going to drive into it?
Don't know.
More importantly, it's the end of the round now, and you're on third. So you're gonna jump ahead of him and take another turn.
So I get this back. Locking dice. How many more do I have to do? Let's go for.
All 3.
No, let's go for.
That would teach me.
Let's go for 2 and 1. Make it
No.
3.
I hate to coach, but
Oh, feel free.
you are 4 spaces away from being able to make the corner there. So if you lock 3, you're gonna have to keep going in the straight
Oh,
line
so
anyway.
I am. Yes, I
So
miscounted.
the whole point of the steer is that you're kind of using your lock move to line yourself up. So if you think of your car's full turn as one move, you're steering either right at the start of your turn or part way through, and which dice you lock basically dictates what counts as part way through.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I do need to move 1, 2, 3,
So
4.
would be much better
Yes.
for you.
Yeah.
You're catching me up.
1, 2, 3, 4. How does it feel, Jerry? I'm right behind you.
I feel like you're going to hit another wall. That's how it feels. You should shift up again. Have
Should
you thought
I?
about
Shifting up?
Yeah.
I think I'm okay, actually.
Yeah.
I do get to choose now. Do I shift? I could shift down and swing round that corner like a madman.
Sure. That's what they tell me.
Is that worth it, Coach?
So if you shift down, you're not going to move again this turn, right?
Yeah.
You haven't used your steer yet, so you can roll this and be on one of these spaces, right? And then you'll need to on your next turn. You
Steer.
can then steer once,
Yeah.
shift down, steer again, unless you're atrociously unlucky. So
Oh, Jerry's played enough games against me to know that is pretty much accurate.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to shift. Just going to stay how I am.
yeah,
Just roll your 1 then.
And then roll my 1, see what we get. It's a 3. Okay. So I get to steer again.
Yeah.
So we're going to go there. 2, 3.
perfect.
Good evening.
I'm glad I'm not going to be around whenever you crash into that wall.
How dare you? I am a racing genius.
You're something.
My name is Richard Hammond.
That is, I just see it now.
But that is me done. Yeah. Use dice. That's me.
Dusted. Right.
No damage this time, which is nice.
Well, you can't have everything, I suppose.
Give it time.
Yeah. You can't have everything. I will lock in a 2, I feel. Yes. And then we go 1, 2 to there. And then I'm going to shift. Shift up 1.
Risky, Jerry. Risky business.
It's not risky.
You seen how I did for me?
No, it's fine. Because I'll tell you what's going to happen here, Shay, and you're going to love this, right?
Right. Yes.
I'm going to book it forward
Yeah.
through the end of the car out, fire straight into that oil patch, which will throw me around the corner again. I'll just be coming on in for the big win. It'll look spectacular. I won't be spinning into the wall or anything.
Yeah. No, none of that.
Grand.
Oh.
I don't even know why you're wearing, Shay. Just the 3. Oh well. Can't have everything.
What was that about your amazing set piece?
Oh, amazing.
You're not going fast enough? Oh, that's unfortunate.
So that's my 1, 2, and 3 will get me to there, and also get me another exciting prize. And my prize is, that looks like nitros.
Oh.
Oh dear, Shay.
That is actually bad.
It's not that bad. But it will give me a huge amount of fun to blast that just before I go hammering through. That's the end of me.
You're both in third gear, so the initiative doesn't change.
Awesome.
And off we go.
Yeah.
Right. My turn.
Yes.
Oh, where will my steer end me up? It'll end me up there. I'm just going to spend, lock a 2, I think. Yeah. It's going to lock a 2. So I'm going to steer.
Oh, you missed that prize.
I don't want the prize, because the prize is a wall.
It's a heck of a prize.
It's a heck of a prize. It better be a really good prize for that price. Then shift, I am going to stay the same.
Oh, you legend.
Maybe.
I mean, it could work. It could work beautifully. It would be very unusual for him to hit a wall at that speed.
You've not seen me drive. Right.
Given that we're playing for the first time, and we're playing in the driving school, and I can feel the heat coming from this side of the table for pointing this out. Just a reminder that you need to be in second if you're going to steer twice.
That's a good point. Thanks for the reminder. I'm going to spend. Get rid of the 2 question mark.
Well, it doesn't matter which one you roll them anyway. Yeah.
Sweet. Go down to second.
Oh.
I love that.
Oh, shifted.
Sorry, Bob.
Go on then.
Gonna roll my remaining dice for 1.
That's what God done on you.
That's fine. And then I'm going to just do that for my 1.
Sure.
Thank you very much. I completely forgot.
I mean, you
don't feel good about it,
but why would you feel good about it? I wouldn't worry about it. Right.
Right. So what that does mean? Oh no, sorry. Turn. It's your turn.
Yeah. Right. Here's what I think I'm going to do in my lock phase. Okay. So I'm going to use precision driving to change the value of one of my dice. Dun, dun, dun. And I'm going to change the value of this cheeky little 1 to a 3. Why not?
Speed.
And then I'm going to lock them all in. Wash. Woohoo. And then we're just going to go a 1, a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's the first lap completed for Team Teal.
Well.
Meanwhile, Louise, where are you? Huh? Where are you?
I have a grandma driving my car, right?
Oh, is that the excuse?
That's the excuse.
That's no excuse at all. You should see them in the south. They're absolutely vicious. Speed limits are for younger people who have, less close connection with God at that stage.
Yeah, I've seen enough Toyota Corollas to give me flashbacks.
Right. End of a turn.
So our initiative switches back around then.
Yep.
And start a new round.
Oh, new round. New round for me.
So when you complete a lap, you get 1 ability back for each driver who completed the lap ahead of you. So you're stuck with those 2 burns for the rest of the game. You're going to get 1 back when you cross that starting line. So up to you whether or not you want to use something else ahead of getting there.
Yeah.
At this stage in the game, I'm just happy to be involved.
Yeah.
Right. So I will lock in a singular 2, I think. Yes. Let's do that. And then, what's the fastest way to 1? 6 1/2 dozen the other, isn't it? Go 1, 2 to there. I will shift down 2. So I can do a bit of the cheeky turning. 2, that will do me. Good enough. That's where I want to be.
Where are you turning?
Oh, because if I turn through there, I'll hit that.
Yeah.
In the wall, Gerry? Would that be...
Because I just realised the start line is actually a barrier itself,
Yeah.
so I'll just have to do that then.
Oh, is that a nice wall, Gerry, that
That's
you're
all
heading
right.
towards? Is it?
Only if I hit it. That's a whole other turn away, Shay, and I'm fine. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about my wall. I won't worry about how far behind you are.
Okay.
I feel like this would make the highlights reel in the commentary later. Of, yeah. Oh, if he locked the 3, then he would have been able to make the extra corner and finish ahead.
Right, on to me then.
Yes.
Right, okay. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's see. Mid-second gear.
Lock everything. Florus. Speed.
Oh,
power.
speed is key. Speed is key. Well, I can't steer because I'll go into a wall. I've learned from Gerry that going into walls aren't a good thing.
I mean, you learned from me.
I know.
You were the one who hit the wall.
I know. I saw that you didn't hit the one. Went, oh yeah.
Oh, and that's why I'm so far ahead.
Yeah, that's a
Okay,
great
right.
idea. I should
makes sense.
not do that anymore.
I'm with you.
I think I'm just gonna go for the 2. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for 2. 1, 2.
When we cut this video together, lads, can I do a director's commentary afterwards, pointing out all of the comments I wish I'd made mid-move?
Yes,
You're killing
absolutely.
me.
Yes.
You're killing me.
Yes. You're welcome.
Go on then, Shay.
Everyone thinks I'm good at games.
So you were just lucky on the dice.
I'm just chaos.
No, that is true.
That's the only thing. Yeah, so I've just got shift. I'm not going to shift, going to stay in second.
Roll your dice.
Roll the dice. 2. I'm going to 1, 2.
Don't forget to take your delightful exploding token.
Nitrous. Nitrous oxide.
Just pause here for 1 second so that all the viewers at home know why I'm screaming inside. If Shay had locked his 1, he would have gotten to here. And then he would have been on this line, coming for this oil slick, and he would have been able to shift up. And he would have been along here somewhere and ready to turn down this direction.
With a lovely free turn.
And I've
That's what I'm hoping to get.
advised you once already.
Yes.
It's done now, but know that it's hurting me.
Would you be surprised? Would you be surprised if I said I noticed that? But I told Gerry that I wouldn't go in the hex with the oil slick in it.
Oh, any excuse.
And that's a promise to the end of the game.
Right, yes.
That oil slick will never see use by me because it is not my oil slick.
I'll remember that in future. Is that the end of your turn then?
Yes, it
Okay.
is.
New turn for us then, and I am losing.
No,
Am I- no,
both in
I'm staying. No,
second.
we're both in second.
God
That's
knows
okay.
why. And you're up.
Who knows?
Sorry, pal. Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's fine.
Who knows why he does anything? I'm just going to lock a single 2 in. Will I? Oh, may as well be hung for a sheep as well as a lamb. Like
So
1, 2,
one
3,
thing that's not
4 will
immediately
get me
obvious,
to
right?
there.
You can. This is a barrier here,
Yes.
right? So that line isn't necessarily great for you.
No.
If you could, if you wanted to, lock both of these, stay in second gear, and use this for a rolled move, which would allow you to steer again. But you're shooting yourself past where you want to be.
Yeah. No, I think the 2's fine. Because at least it will get me out of the way of this wall. Boom. Boom. To there. And I will not shift up or down because I want the other turn. When can you activate nitros?
Now.
So I could still get the steer off it. Oh, come on, explosion. Thy name is Jack.
Is it an explosion? Oh, fantastic.
Oh.
So you still have your move.
Still have a
Count
move.
that as a 0, and then
So I'll go 1, 2, 3,
and then
and then I'll
at the end of your
explode a
turn.
little
Yeah.
bit.
So the way an explosion works if it was a mine, for example, the space that is exploding, the car in that space takes 1 damage and drops 1 gear, and then any car in an adjacent space also takes 1 damage. So in this case, when you roll the explosion on the nitro die, the front of your car explodes. So you're going to take 1 damage and immediately drop 1 gear. And unfortunately, nitro is spent.
Nitro's spent. I drop 1. Which is, terrible. But it does mean I still have a die at the end of the phase. I'm not stopped dead in the water.
Yep.
So, it's not the worst in the world. And then damage.
To find a home for.
Find a home. I don't think I'm getting up to 5th gear anytime soon. So I'll just pop in the 5th. And it got me around the corner.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't any further forward than if I hadn't have used it. and no further back either. So it's great.
True
It's
that.
a zero-sum game, isn't it? Right, I was going to leave that nitro dice over by you in case you want to explode yourself. Just
Thanks,
say,
yeah. I'll keep that in mind.
Go on then.
I'm not too happy about that, to be fair.
No? Few people are.
Right, I've got 2 and 2 to choose from. What do I want to lock? Speed and power. No, it hasn't worked before. It doesn't work. Let's go for just a 2. Are you screaming?
No,
Is he screaming?
you don't have much in the way of choice.
No.
Unless you were to use something clever like precision driving to change one of those 2s to a 1 and then hammer it forward 3 and then get ready to spin through the oil like a lunatic. But I don't think that's going to work for you anyway.
I'm not using the oil, Gerry.
Okay,
it's not happening.
Just double checking.
It's not happening. I can't steer because I'm going to a wall.
Yeah, no, you probably don't want to do that again.
1, 2. Don't have much of a choice there.
You're going this one now. So.
Yep. Shifting. Can I steer one? Is it just
Yeah, 'cause
staying?
you haven't steered on your lock, so you can steer on your regular anyway. You
I mean,
need to stay in 2 if you'd have to do it twice.
Yeah, okay. So 1 would get me there. So I could shift up to get extra dice.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
And should.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm learning now. Oh my god. Right, get a roll for these.
Go.
3 and 2.
Oh, you little speed monkey.
All right.
You should hammer the nitros as well, I'm just saying. You'd be across that line if you hit the nitros.
That's true, but I'm saving that for later.
Okay.
That's 1,
No fun
2,
anymore.
3, 4, 5.
I remember when you used to be coach.
I know. I don't.
End of the turn.
Yeah, that is me, I think.
And unfortunately,
Shay's the third, you're
Team Teal,
first.
yeah.
So this is the muscle car, this is the junker.
Fantastic.
That's,
With granny driving.
Weren't like that when they started. It was only after collision with the wall did that happen.
We don't speak of the wall.
Come on, then.
Right, okay.
Get across the line.
Locking dice. 2 will get me across. But there's also a wall.
3 would get you more across.
Yeah.
3 would get me more across. That is very true.
Get you to a line at least, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to go for 3. I'll listen to my elders.
And betters.
And
The rest
betters.
of that phrase is
Yes.
and better. Don't forget that bit.
1, 2, 3. There we go. Hi, Gerry. I'm on the same lap as you. I mean, I get to...
You get your master back, yeah.
Fantastic. Now I've got all the toys to play with this lap, Gerry.
I feel it's wasted on the young.
Shift, up or down. That's quite a tight corner. Gotta...
Look, I you have to let kids make their own mistakes, really, is the...
Okay. Haven't steered yet.
That's true.
Haven't steered yet. So would 2 do me any good? That's the question. I'm terrible at planning ahead. This is why Stalingrad never goes well for me.
Yeah.
I'm always concentrating on the battle at hand, and I can't even think about that. Steer 1, put me there. Steer 2. I steer at the start and the end. Just start.
No, just the start.
Just to start.
Yeah.
So 2 wouldn't do me any good. I wouldn't be able to get around that anyway.
Yeah.
Right, okay. But staying in 3rd gear might put me in a wall.
Much more likely. Yeah.
Yes, okay. I'm learning. Oh, okay.
We're
Right.
getting there. We're getting there.
We're almost there. I'm trying my best.
Oh, you're very trying.
Yes, okay. There's a corner coming. I'm going to shift down.
Shift down.
Yes. Roll 1 dice. 3.
3.
Fantastic.
Oh,
There
very,
we go.
very lucky, Mr. Bond.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, man. Beautiful.
Cutting it tight. Cutting it tight. And that's me.
Shocking.
I think I'm going to do the same as Gerry. Come out of that corner, hit the nitrous, and probably explode.
Floor forward. Is that what you're saying? Right, okay. I know I should keep it for later on, but I feel like in many respects, I'm probably going to go for Gear Master. I'll just slam it straight into 3rd after I lock this in. So lock in my 2 and plough forward a mediocre 1, 2, because I just want to go in a straight line anyway. But I want to do it quickly because I see somebody pulling up in my rearview mirror. So goodbye, Gear Master. Let's hope we do not come to regret that later. 3 dice.
2 dice.
Oh, 2 dice. Oh, of course.
Because you locked it.
Because I'm locked, yeah. 5. 5 will do the job.
Only because I gave Shay a dig out earlier. One thing that's not always immediately apparent, even though it's explicit, doesn't matter what direction you come through a checkpoint in. So, obviously you can plough on a straight line, but that leaves you with a very tight hairpin here.
Yes.
If you come down this way and spin around, that puts you on a beautiful line heading for checkpoint 2.
Yeah.
And maybe you were there already, and I'm just robbing you of your moment of glorious...
I wouldn't have said moment of glory, but I was hoping for an extra dice, but unfortunately my nitros keep exploding. So, we want to go... Where am I? I'm facing there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Gets to turn again. 5.
Beautiful.
And the oil, does the oil stay or the oil
The
go?
oil is there on the board. So the only way to remove oil is to damage it. So you damage it by having an
Exploding
explosion
nitros.
in adjacent space,
Yeah.
for example. Yeah. There was a mine. There's also a missile item or rocket, which we're not using in this particular setup. But if that hit a barrier beside an oil slick, that would blow up the oil slick.
Okay. Righty. So I am done for me. See, oil slick's handy.
So
Corners
you're Shay's the second. Swap around again.
And back to Fantastic Teal. All right. So 1, 2. 2 and then a turn would do me, I think. 2, 3, turn would put me much closer to the wall. Yeah, 2 is probably the way to go there, I feel. Jump, jump, jump. So we lock in on 2. And then we go 1, 2 forward. Stay with my shiftings. 3. That's all right. Go 1, 2, 3 to there. And with the 1, 2, and 3 sitting on my rearview mirror, I'm in a quite nice position for the start of my next turn. Shay.
Must be nice.
Yeah.
I'm facing a wall. So are you, and that's all that matters. Right, okay.
Go on then.
Don't have a choice. I'm going to have to put a 3 in anyway. Yep, I'm just going to stick with 1, 3. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3.
And shift up twice and floor it. No,
I could.
I just want to see you hit another wall.
I very well could. But I have to stay in second to turn again.
No, you're not fun anymore.
I've learned that second gear is good. Second gear is my friend.
Go on then.
So I'm going to stay in second gear.
I will remind you, if you pick up that item, you have to toss one of your other
Yes.
ones without using it.
Yes,
So
I
if you're
know.
going to use anything, now's the time.
Yes.
Maybe a cheeky nitro to get the extra speed without having to shift up and you still get your turn.
We've never witnessed Nitro going wrong.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Because you were facing entirely the wrong way when it happened. So
Yeah.
you've never witnessed it.
Exactly, yeah. I didn't see anything. So I think I'm going to use nitrous, yeah. Why not? So I get a roll both of these then.
Yep. You're looking for the lightning.
Ho, 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 ho. 4 to 3, Gerry.
Not lightning.
Ho, ho.
I didn't even think that die went up that high.
So I'm in second, so that means I get to turn again
Yep.
if I wish. So I'm going to go there. I'm then going to go 6, 1, 2, 3, get an item, 4, 5, and 6.
Oh, no,
you
get the one that's
take
down.
Oh,
the
sorry.
This,
Yes.
this is the one if you're going through a checkpoint.
Another nitrous. Let's go. That'll come in handy, Gerry. You want it? Oh, I like nitrous. Nitrous is my friend.
Okie dokie. However, despite your little spurt of power, I'm still in charge of the initiative.
Yeah.
So that's all good. So, I want to...
You wishing you had a handbrake turn right now, Gerry?
Oh, a handbrake turn would be magnificent.
Yeah.
You've no idea how much I would love a handbrake
Just a
turn.
shame you used all of it.
Yeah, but it was really good fun at the time. And I wouldn't have had to use it if some clown hadn't just plowed into me and then into a wall. So I'm not saying which clown it was. It could have been any clown at all. We will lock into one and go, to there. And then I will shift down one. And get my 2 back. That'll do. Go 1, 2 to there. Oh, what's in my wallet?
Tasty treat.
A mine. A mine.
Oh.
I can't drop a mine now, can I?
You absolutely can drop them.
Oh, I can drop a mine now.
Oh, that's awful.
Oh, that's just terrible.
The one item. The one item.
Yeah, if I drop it there, he either has to ignore this gate entirely for a turn, or just fear the wrath of the mine.
So he only has 3.
'Cause he's only got
it's not-
3s.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if he's going to lock
Yeah.
it in at all, he has to run into
Yeah. So that'll be funny. The only downside is I will get hit by my own explosion.
Oh, that is
but
true.
I'm more than prepared for that.
That is true.
Yeah, some
That is very true.
sacrifices are worth
Oh,
it.
totally worth it. There we
Right.
go. End of my turn. Come on,
Bro, I don't have much of a choice here, really, do I?
Team Chaos.
I don't have much of a choice. I do have one choice that
Just ignore us.
I could go straight. What happens when I blow up? I go down a
So-
gear as well on the damage.
You at the end of your turn, you'll drop a gear and take damage.
Oh, that changes things. That changes things. I might just plow on through it. Yeah, okay, let's lock a 3. Why not? And we're just gonna go 1, 2. Sorry, Gerry. 3.
I mean, you're not really.
On the mine.
So, quick reminder then for everybody at home how this works. If it's your turn, just stick that on your mirror as a reminder that you need to drop a gear and take damage at the end of your turn. Gerry, because it's your
I've already
turn, you
taken
take the damage
Yeah.
straight away. So
So I'll take an additional 1. I'm just going to go ahead and lock off one of my top slots there.
Yeah.
Because I don't think it's really going to make much of a difference to me right now.
one of the variant rules on this board is as players become more and more experienced, we start assigning a certain amount of damage taken to the start of a 2-player race just to really kind of tighten it up at the kind of
Okay.
once you're more experienced with it. So there's a bunch of different variant rules that don't. It's not like there's a rules overhead you have to change. The way all of the interactions work are exactly the same. It's just it kind of changes the tone of it a little bit, you know.
Nobble
Right.
people in advance. Right.
Exactly.
So that was your lock. You've still got a whole.
That was
shift
my
to go.
lock, yes. Shift.
Shift.
That's a turn. I'm going to stay in second, I think. Yep, just going to stay in second. Roll the dice. 2. I'm going to turn 1. Dead explode, I think.
Let's see. It's the end of your turn then, so you're going to need to take another damage and drop another gear.
That's all right. I'm going to get rid of the locked dice slot and go down to first.
You did cross that checkpoint that turn, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
So you're going to have to toss one of these and get it away.
We're getting rid of the oil. Don't need oil. It's another nitrous. Damn.
It's mine.
Double nitrous.
And the only shame is you can't drop a mine on an occupied hex, so you can't just chuck one out the window into the back of my car,
Well, why not?
because that's not.
If
how
you
it
picture
works.
it not being able to open the back door to physically slip it out because there's another bumper there.
Damn it, Grandma. Why'd you install that?
When I took the damage, should I have Drop the dice and
No.
drop the gear.
So the way the explosion works, the person in the center of the explosion loses the gear. Anybody
Everybody else
adjacent
takes
just takes damage.
Okay, grand. So I'm still good to go. In second gear, so still staying ahead of Shay for the next turn, which is always awesome, I feel. Okay.
Maybe for some.
You know, for me, a little bit. I'm going to start by, I'm going to lock one in. No, I'll lock two in. Not that it makes much of a difference right now here anyway. We'll go one, we'll go two.
Oh no, somebody's
gonna-
after just dumping it. It's like,
I know, what madman would do
That's
that?
terrible, isn't it? And then I'm just going to shift up.
Plow straight through it.
So you get 3 dice total. You've already locked ones. You have 2 more.
4. 4 will get me somewhere. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just going to come in on 2 from home. I'm just going to do a little donut around this.
Fair enough.
Because I've got the oil there, it's just amusing me so much. Just be thankful I didn't have another oil slick there, because otherwise I would have chucked that. I'm just saying.
He's loving this.
I mean,
If John was here, there would have been sensible decisions made.
No sensible.
No, none of that with me and Gerry. Not a chance.
How about
Right,
you?
I don't have a choice. I'm going to have to go with that. I'm going to immediately steer. Then go 2, 3. Shift, I'm going to go up a gear. Don't look at me like that.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah, but I don't. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just guessing. 3 more.
3 is
Okay,
great, yeah.
that's... Oh, the chance to rear end Gerry. Oh, God. I can't, though. It's just...
No. But you can get onto that.
Yes, no, I see how I can get to the checkpoint, but you're there.
It couldn't have been set up better.
Oh.
You just want to plow straight forward.
Oh, I'd love to, but I don't.
No, you missed the front of me, though.
Yeah.
I'll teach you.
1, 2, 3.
so
Then like that.
you end your turn on it.
Yep.
So at the start of your next turn, it's when you move out of that space.
Ah, right.
You're going to be
Okay.
forced to turn. So
Yes.
you're going to want to make that steer anyway at the start of your turn.
Yep.
But what it does mean is you're not going to be able to steer again.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's okay. That's fine by
At
me.
which point, shift up to 4th.
Yeah.
And just floor it.
I do have Gear Master.
I'm still ahead of you. Ahead of you in the initiative track. So that's always fun. So I have a 2-2 or a 2 to lock in here.
Big choices.
1, 2, 3, 4. I suppose I have to go to there. Yeah. I'll lock in 4. And then just go 1, 2, 3, 4.
You're precariously facing a wall there, Gerry.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
So just in case anybody at home is wondering, he doesn't get the item for checkpoint 3 until
Yeah,
he's
until
actually
I'm
crossing
going.
checkpoint 3.
Yeah.
So you need to get through 2 first.
And there's no point in shifting down because I wouldn't have the dice to turn anyway.
Yep.
So I'm just going to go ahead and roll this and get a 1 and then just bask in my played for and gotness.
Uh-huh.
See,
Oh.
see, I told you. So
Gerry,
there we go. I just do that and they go,
sometimes Gerry's dice rolls are actually good too.
Yeah.
Because they're always low.
They are always low.
Gerry, why didn't you steer?
Oh, one thing. I need a big run up at the next turn.
Oh, yeah, so you're going to go to the wall, reverse out, and then just straight
I'm
off.
waiting for you coming around the corner so I can hit you.
If the people watching this video can hear the despair in my voice, because I know we're recording a Teams game after this, and I'm going to end up stuck with one of these.
You might get in John's too. You might get lucky. Could you have made you in a team? Oh, God. Oh, that would be bad.
Oh, amazing.
No one would finish the race. Why's everyone got one wheel left? Gerry and Shay have just been bashing people left, right, and centre.
That's the way to do it.
Oh, lads. Oh,
Who's in the Oh, it's still me. Still
well,
me,
it's still the same round. It's still my game.
My turn? Okay.
Okay.
Right, go me.
Spin off the oil.
I'm going to... If I lock both dice, I'll get a mandatory turn anyway.
Yeah.
And then I can go 6. So does that count as me having moved one? If it makes me turn?
When you're moving and when you're steering, right, the first point of your movement is just into a different space. Yeah. And otherwise then it's carry on the straight line.
Yeah.
So
I get you.
It'll be 1 or 1.
Yeah. All right. If I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, Gerry. Yeah, you know what? I don't think I've locked in 2 dice this entire game. So we're going to do that. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Into there. Shift. No. I feel like third gear is a bad place to be.
Right. I don't know what you mean.
Roll unlock dice. I don't have any.
Done.
That's it.
Yep.
Great. Awesome.
Done you will be.
Gerry,
Yes.
have fun.
I really want the thing that's up against the side of the wall. and I reckon I can get it, so that's why I'm going to go this way.
Okay.
So, we're going to go with locking in a 2, because that is always sensible. So we'll go 1. Oh, I can see the people beside me. Hello, fans. 2 to get me to there. And then I'm going to shift down 1. And our survey says something big would be good. 3's excellent. We shall turn again. Go 1, 2, 3 gets me to there. Another oil slick. Oh, delightful. Where would that be inappropriate to put? I mean, it would be terrible to put it there, wouldn't it? It would just leave so little.
Just
or
awful.
alternatively, it would be great for cornering later on. So I'm going to have to lap around here again. That's me.
That's you?
I'm done.
Okay. Right. All right.
I'm making it easier for you, Shay, by the medium of oil slicks.
I'm sure you are.
You're welcome.
Right. Start to lock. What do I lock? I've got a lovely handbrake turn that I'm tempted to use. Because if I go there, I'm going into a wall. Which, as we've learned, isn't the best idea.
It's not.
You haven't learned it yet.
No, I've come close.
The time is yet to come.
So if you did lock your 3, right, and then
Yeah.
rolled, you'd be able to move straight into the front of Gerry, and then he would decide whether or not he wants to move backwards or immediately cause a pile-up. And both of you have been making really sensible decisions so far, so I think that's...
Certainly one way to go.
That is very true. Is this the one time I make a sensible decision? Should I do that?
No, you should.
Well, I mean, neither of us are particularly well off in the grand scheme of things.
I don't know what you could possibly be. Right. Do I need the handbrake turn later on? Probably will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's plenty of oil there. Think
To
of
be
those
fair, yeah, I could do the exact same line. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to lock...
Lock one of the 2 3s. Or lock them both. Hell for leather into a wall.
Whoa. It's tempting.
I wouldn't expect it.
It'd be funny because he'd hate it. No, let's go for 1. Did you like that?
I did.
I'm holding back. Right. Handbrake turn, just use that now.
Yeah.
Sweet. So I'm going to go... How does this? 1,
So
2.
the way it will go with a handbrake is this would be the space you move into with a normal move.
Mm-hmm.
This would be the space you move into with a normal turn. This would be the space you move into with a handbrake. So
Right.
that's 1.
Awesome. Right. Then 2, 3. Just skimming the wall, like Gerry.
It's one way of doing it.
Yep.
I mean, it's not as much fun. But you can shift up.
No. No, actually, no.
I'm just
See, I'm being
offering.
sensible, Gerry.
Yeah.
Stop trying to tempt me. It's his fault, I'm telling you.
No,
I'm not going to shift. I'm just going to roll my dice. 1.
Oh.
1 more. There we go.
It's going to take you ages to get around there, even with my productive oil slicks.
Ah, well. That's all right. That's a risk I'm willing to take.
I do keep the initiative. We're both up to 2nd gear.
Yeah.
Yep. So we can plough on regardless, McDuff. Dun. 1, 2, 3. That's all good. Yes. Let's lock in a 3. And we'll go 1, 2, 3 to there.
I forgot about my mine. I was going to put the mine down. But I forgot.
Oh, well.
Well, it's all right.
Hindsight's a terrible thing. Yeah, I mean, you're about to go through gate 3, and I'm going to have to come back that way.
Yeah, that's a thing.
There's always a distinct possibility you could leave one for me as a little benefit. And then I think I'm going to stay in second and just attempt a corner here. Oh, 3, that's quite cute. So, 1, 2, 3.
We're cutting it quite close to these walls.
Oh,
this last lap.
There's going to be a demolition derby coming up. I feel it.
We're both, yeah. Something's going to happen. On to me then.
On to you.
Right, okay. Let's go for... if I lock both, I'll be able to get through. But is that worth it? Yeah, it's great. We're not making sensible decisions anymore. I've decided that's boring. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You get your
Get an item that I get to replace. It's a mine. I'm going to replace the mine. I was going to do that anyway. When can I place mine?
Oh, you place one now.
Now.
Any of the 3 black hexes. So,
How tightly can Gerry turn? Probably not that tightly.
Well, he's got you know exactly how tightly. He's got 2 3s,
got
so
2
he's
3.
going to have to. If he's going to lock, he's going to be up here, and then if he's going to turn, he's going to have to come down this way then, because he's burned his precision driving already.
Well, in the center does me. That's fine. Shift. I don't have any dice or anything, so.
I mean, you could
you could shift up to get one.
Steer.
True. Yeah, oh yeah, because I haven't steered yet.
That's why you always have a designer by nearby.
2, okay, right.
Not bad.
Okay.
Go get it.
Right, so I'm going to turn
Yeah. 1,
there,
2.
there.
Yeah, lads. To talk everybody through at home through the plays, all he has to do is get to here, and all he had to do was just precision driving his 3 into a 2 to get to there, and then shift up and be on a lovely line down here and be in home.
Yeah, but I'll be too far ahead of Gerry.
Oh, lads.
As it is now, he's got an oil slick to contend with, which he promised he wasn't going to drive through, so I imagine he's going to go in some circuitous route.
Oh, wait, Gerry.
And a nitro. And also,
Oh, no, it's his turn. And he's in third.
Yep.
So at least you're going to dodge the worst of Gerry turning you backwards.
Yay!
New round. Moves ahead in the initiative.
Yeah.
All you.
Right, okay. Right. I've got oil slick or wall.
The eternal question.
Or I could go the whole way. I could do really sensible, go the whole way around. No, that would be a terrible idea. Would it?
I mean, in the grand scheme of things, probably not. I have a long way to get home.
That is very true. You're a while away.
You could run straight in front of Gerry if you really wanted to. But that is.
Don't put that out there because I absolutely would love to. Absolutely love to. You have no idea. Jiminy cricket. Can't swear on this channel. Which is unfortunate. I'm trying to think of a way I can get in between the wall and the slick.
Sure. You've got all the numbers to do it with. I mean,
I do, but I just don't see. There is a way. I'm just blind. I could go into Gerry. Oh no, I'm trying to think of places to go with it. It's Gerry. It distracts me so. You know what? Let's make it interesting. I'm actually just going to go the whole way around.
yes.
I think 1, 2, 3, 1, 5. Yeah. I'm going to go for a 3 and a 2 to make 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shift. I can still turn because I haven't turned yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shift
Okay.
up.
Shift up.
Shift
yes.
up.
Shift up. Shift up. No, that's staying third.
Oh.
I think that's staying third. I have to roll this.
Mm-hmm.
See what we get. 3. That's nice. I love that.
Good.
I'm going to 1, 2, 3.
Think how much further forward you would have been if you shifted up.
That's true. That's a good point. Me and Gerry always think along the same lines. Speed is key.
Speed. Right, done 4.
Yeah, that's me.
I will lock one of my 3s in as a shock to no one at all. And then go 1, 2, 3 to there. And then
Chase me. Just run the back. Make me have to go that way. Prolong this torture.
not going to chase you. I need to get through the third gate. Yeah, there's absolutely no point in shifting up as much as I would love to. As much as I would love to. I'll just have to go with what is, and it is a 2. So 1, 2 will get me to there. That's tragically all I can do.
Fantastic.
It's so sad.
The finish line, Gerry, it's there.
Yes,
I can see it.
Yes.
Oh my god. Right.
Shay stays in front, being that he's cruising at third gear.
Yep. As we do. So.
Lock in everything. Lock in the world, man.
Lock in everything and nitros.
Yes.
Well, you
what-
can't lock in the nitro, but
Oh.
you can just roll everything on nitro and really try and live dangerously.
No. I'm going to make sure I win this.
Go on then.
Right. So I'm going to turn 1 to begin with.
Yep.
Yeah.
So there.
Yep.
And then I've got enough. 1,
Another
2,
7.
3, 4. Yeah, champagne everywhere. Oh my god, of the next Lewis Hamilton.
Against all the odds and his own decision making.
It's a delightfully fun little 2-player game.
Yes.
It's neat, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
neat. So there's part of the reason we're doing the standalone 2-player set, right, is that it's like, once you get a feel for it, it's a properly tactical little, like, it almost has the vibe of a skirmish game
Yes.
in a racing game. At 2, and then in 4, it is very much like carnage, laughs, big impactful moments, because you got kind of both a wider board to play with, but much more chaos of kind of stuff coming at you. And as I said, everything in every version of this that we ever put out is going to be cross-compatible, so you'll be able to use the items and the cars and the different boards all in a kind of mishmash to design your own courses and tournaments and things.
Fantastic stuff. Well, there you have it, folks. That is just the little amuse-bouche to whet your appetite for the 4-player carnage that will be coming. They'll both be cropping up on Kickstarter fairly soon, depending when this video goes out. There may already be a campaign up. We'll pop all the details below anyway, but let us know what you thought. Let us know how I was robbed and what you would have done differently. Is the answer everything? Probably. Bye-bye.
We hope you enjoyed this Let's Play. Go ahead and check out our other content on screen now. And while you're at it, why not hit subscribe and remember to ding our dong. Go on, you know you want to click it. Go on.